What is pussy poppin', you beautiful humans? My name is Ariane Andrew.
I'm Matt Dillon, and welcome to another piping hot episode of Sippin' the Tea Quarantine Edition, ladies and gentlemen. Where we what? We sip that tea, and now guess what?
Yes, spill that tea. Dang, you left me
Sorry,
hanging.
I left you hanging again, girl. I don't have my dog with me today because she had the groomer because they booked out 2 weeks in advance. So you're just getting all me. Where's Glitty, girl?
Glitty is in her house. I figured I'd let her sleep since Mama's being groomed.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm super pumped and excited. We have Playboy's February 2020 Playmate of the Month. Now, she serves so much more than that. It's in their inclusivity issue. She wants to get involved in politics. She served in the army, no less. There's so much to you that I got to unwrap, girl. Welcome, Chasity Samone. What's up, girl?
Hey, thank you guys for having me.
Yes, of course. Well, girl, we're going to just dive right on in and have to ask, how are you dealing with quarantine and what has been just like some positive takeaways that you've gotten from this experience so far?
Well, I would love to say that, I took my friends and family for granted and at first. I miss them so much, and just knowing that, human interaction is so important, I kind of took that for granted because now I know, I'm taking FaceTime is my best friend these days, group FaceTime, Zoom house party meetings with my friends. It's so good to just get back acclimated with people and see what's up with everybody, how they're doing. So, I take that for granted at first. Human interaction is very, very important.
So true.
I appreciate that. I think the one thing, if we can look at this situation and walk out of it in a different perspective and, appreciate things more. And sometimes it's just life gets in the way, you know what I mean? But I love to see Ari pick up my FaceTimes when I call, girl, because you never know when I'm going to be quarantined. Come on, Chad.
You and that FaceTime.
I'm always about the FaCetimes. Always.
I'd be like, wait, my hair is not done. Booger's still in my eye. But give me 5.
I don't think my friends, we don't even use the regular calls anymore. They don't care what time it is, they will FaceTime. I will FaceTime too. I don't even use regular phones, the regular phone dial anymore. It's FaceTime or not.
Love it. So I want to take it back so our viewers and listeners can kind of get a sense of your journey so far to where you're at right now. I found it interesting in terms of when you actually first found out about Playboy, and I want to, share a little bit about that. And then obviously, being in the army, there's so much juxtaposition to you not just being this beautiful glamazon face. There's a lot of substance to you. So give us a little background so people can get to know you.
Okay, well, so I'm from Dallas, Texas, from a town inside Dallas called Oak Cliff. And I graduated from Carter High School. And right after high school, I went to the Army. And I was a 42 Alpha, which was a human resource specialist in the civilian world. So basically, I was like a secretary, handling all the guns and having accountability for the soldiers and everybody. And so that was my job in the Army. And I did that for 3 years, active and 1 year inactive.
Wow.
My friends are texting, but so and then right after that I came back home, and modeling kind of fell in my lap. Someone posted a picture of me on Facebook, and they was like, who is this girl? Do anybody know this girl? What's her name? And everybody was tagging me, and come to find out it was Ashley, who's a great friend of mine now. She had a modeling agency, and she wanted me to do a photo shoot her, and I did a photo shoot with her, and after that I never stopped doing photo shoots. I was doing photo shoots every week, and then I loved it so much, and I felt Dallas was getting too small for me, and I moved to New York. Once I moved to New York, I got in a whole circle of other models, and then I got a manager, and I was in New York. I lived in New York for 3 winters, I would say, because after that last winter, I was like, I'm not coming back, no.
I can relate. I lived there for 10 years, so I get that winter vibe. Now I live in Cali. I'm bye, girl. Nope.
Yeah. that last winter I spent there was, I think, 2016, I believe. It was horrible. So, and then I moved to LA, and then I stayed there for 6 months, and then I was like, I hate it here. And then now I'm back home. But I've been doing like beauty shoots in the midst of all that time, just shooting for all types of people, walking runways for people. And then Playboy reached out to me on Instagram and wanted to do a Playboy. They called it a Playboy Muse of the Week. And they reached out to me and wanted me to submit pictures to be a Playboy Muse, and that was featured on only online. So then after time, like, a lot of things changed with Playboy. Hugh Hefner died, and a lot of things changed. And when it came back, nude and all that stuff came back, I like literally found the casting director, Christy, and I DM'd her on Instagram. And she told me she opened it and she told me to email her, and I emailed her, and 2 years later, I am February Playmate.
Yes. So I know I have to ask, and like being a woman, there's like a lot of, I guess you can say, things that come from being like a playmate and what people may think. So like, how have you embraced that, or how have you taken anything that's been negative and to turn it into a positive? Be like, I'm comfortable in the skin I'm in, and this is what I represent.
Right. I actually, honestly speaking, I really have only gotten great feedback. Well, one person sent me like a long paragraph in my DMs on Instagram, and they basically was telling me that I couldn't be a politician because I'm a playmate. And
have they seen who's in the White House? Hello, anything's possible. I don't want to get too political, but continue. Right? But I had to say you there. I was like, girl, anything's possible.
Like, what are you talking about? Okay, but so I didn't let that discourage me at all. That was probably the only negative feedback that I've gotten from becoming a playmate and being for the Playboy family. I feel like literally everybody just thinks it's so legendary and so iconic, and yes. I haven't really received any really like horrible backlash. So I feel very blessed to be in a position where I that people understand exactly who I am and know that this was a big dream, and they, and they like, wow, like, we're really proud of you. Everybody's super proud. Really haven't gotten any negative comments.
That's so good to hear. That just goes to show like our world, even though we've gone backwards, it's evolving too, So
yeah, exactly. At the same time.
Yeah.
I say more power to you, babe, because frankly, it's so iconic, and it is part of a legacy that is global. And I think, owning who you are and your femininity and your sexuality as a man or a woman, is a part of like breaking a barrier down. And I appreciate you for that. And, that leads me into that there's like a lot of thought and a lot of brain behind all this glamour and beauty, which I think that's what shocks people. That it's like, take us through.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the jarring part, because a lot of people, unfortunately, and I'm glad that you only got that one little bit of pushback, because just because you're doing one thing doesn't mean you can't do another. And
exactly.
I want to unwrap your ambitions to get into politics and why you want to do that. Given that you do have such a large platform, it makes a lot of sense because your voice is there to be heard. So take us through, is this something that you wanted to do? Like, has this been the A block and you've used everything else to get there? Tell us, take us through that and what your ambition is.
Exactly.
Wanting to, yeah.
So, initially when I enlisted in the Army, I wanted to rise in ranks and become, work at the Pentagon. I always wanted to help people or be around, maybe implementing some type of laws or anything. I always wanted to do that. But once I figured out that I didn't want to do it, go rise up in ranks in the Army, I wanted to take a different route. I figured, I can use my platform, being a model, an actress, rise up in just maybe like a social ladder type of thing, and still be able to, get my voice heard and be on the platform that I want to be on. So, but it initially it stemmed through me as a child and not having access to the right educational things that most people, or that a lot of people did have, except not my zip code or not the schools in my area, in the Black community. So that's where it stems from. That's what will be my whole MO. My motivation is definitely children and education and making sure they have the right tools that they need.
More power to you, baby.
Yeah.
I love that. You're taking a stand on something, and that's important to, you know, especially in the way the world's changing so rapidly right now.
For sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's just so good to hear that, especially like giving back to the community, because I feel like that's what it's really about. Like when you do achieve certain success, it's about how do I take this now and give back, you know,
exactly,
you know, pave the way for the next generation or the next group of people to come. Yes, girl.
Yes, only positivity, honey.
Yes.
So can you spill some tea? Is there any other things that you're working on or that you're trying to have, you know, make happen after this whole quarantine is over and done with?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm doing a tour. I'm doing a tour.
Yes,
I'm doing like a workshop, a modeling workshop classes like in LA, Dallas, New York, Atlanta. So I probably need a tour. So, but yeah, I'm doing workshops just to teach young women who aspire to model. I'm having workshops and teaching them the do's and don'ts and how-tos and everything of just everything modeling. So I'm excited to do that. I was thinking about doing a webinar just because quarantine life, but I wanted to be hands-on though, you know, so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna wait until everything is over and when the girls can get back out and shoot and do all this stuff, you know what I'm saying. I don't know, it's just real crazy. My life is so crazy right now.
I was like, do the real life, but 6 feet away, 6 feet.
Right, 6 feet away.
You'd be like, you can go catwalk your way right there. Stay away from it.
Exactly. 6 feet away. We can all learn. Just come on, guidelines.
So true.
I appreciate that. I appreciate like giving back and, you know, imparting some of the wisdom that you've been able to accumulate over this time to the next generation of people. And you're so young as well. I feel like you're modeling. I feel like your political aspirations and what you're doing, I don't think you've even scraped the surface. I feel like there's a lot more for you that can really rise. So only blessings to you, babe. Only blessings.
Thank you so much.
Are we ready to hit the rapid fire?
Let's get some rapid fires going, girl. First thought that comes into your mind.
Okay.
The juiciest of juiciest thoughts. Let's go.
Yes. The last show that you binge watched on?
Money Heist.
Oh, that's my show. I love it.
We all said it at the same time. Ooh.
I love that show.
So now I'm shook. What's the best compliment you've ever received, and you do remember who it came from?
The best compliment I ever received, yesterday, somebody told me, a guy named Jordan told me that I was he said that he liked how I can switch it on and switch it off.
Ooh.
Okay. Get you a girl that
she's like,
all.
Yes, honey.
Mornings or late nights?
Late night.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap this up with one more. If you could teach one subject at school, what would it be?
Science.
Oh, well, see? See, never underestimate the power of a pretty face, honey, because she is a full package. The full package.
Do not judge a book by its cover, ever. Yes.
Please don't. It's probably the worst thing you can do in life.
So true. So for everybody who is living under a rock, girl, let everyone know where they can follow you at and follow your journey for what's to come.
So you can follow me on Instagram, Chasity Samone, ChasitySamone. And that's the same on Twitter with an X on the end, and Facebook as well, and probably anything that has to do with any social, you can find it with my name. TikTok and all of those things.
Oh, she's a TikToker.
Haven't gotten on that wave yet. I'm like, oh, it's too much social media.
I have one. I just haven't made a video yet, but I'm going to get into it.
You might have another month. We don't know what's happening. Actually, I wanted to, you're in Dallas right now, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in Dallas.
Are you guys open for business? I hear Texas is open.
We just Governor Abbott, our governor, literally just made an announcement today. May 1st is when restaurants and malls and stores will open just at a 25% capacity.
Gotcha. Well, there you go.
Meanwhile, LA, we're going to be locked up for a long time.
Progress. What y'all doing? You guys haven't had any plans of reopening?
It's supposedly May 15th. Supposedly.
Okay.
So
yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be praying for you guys and stay healthy and stay sane.
Thank you
so much. Where do we find you, Ari?
You guys can follow me across the board at Ariane Andrew.
And you can find me at Matt Dillon 1983.
And until next time, guys, we'll catch you next time on Sippin' the Tea.
Thank you for joining us, baby.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Wait, let's take a...